Hey, folks. Um, I was working all day. I was working at a gun show. I've got some video going up later. So I had my phone with limited access to the internet because I'm in a building. And for some reason, well, this phone's old, and the charger was having troubles. Would sometimes charge fast, sometimes wouldn't, and I couldn't. And I need this phone to process credit cards. But at dead times, I do check emails and the internet, and sometimes I never really watch YouTube, but there are some videos that I'll pop in headphones and listen to. A lot of times I'm doing a nighttime show, and Jason does his show on Thursday nights. I have a Thursday night market, and I just listen to it. Every once I'll hear my name, and I scroll through chat and realize someone asked a question to me, and I'm like, people, I can't answer. I'm not looking at the phone. I'm doing this show, and but whatever. That's just beside. That's why this is kind of a weird situation, I guess you'd say. So I see the notification, my YouTube notifications pop up on my phone, and someone I've never heard of, just because he's never commented on my stuff before, but I'm sure he's a fine person. But it just says, well, I really thought you were a nicer person than I just learned you are. I do not understand hurting someone on purpose, unsubbed, and hoping you and all the others decide to stop. Well, it's on this pickle review. That obviously wasn't hurting anyone. I was thinking, God, I've laid off Senda. I'm not doing anything to anyone right now. I'm not a nice person. I'm not saying that. I'm okay. I do mean things. I'm a human. Especially if, like Senda, I'm going to prank that little son of, because he's not a nice person. But I figure I probably did something because I could, I'm no saint. Well, turns out at a dead point in the show, and I really couldn't address all this until now, I listened, and I do listen to her shows usually. I don't watch them. I listen to someone's show. The name changes so frequently, I don't know what she's calling herself now. She's Seraphim, she's the winning granny or something. I don't know. But anyways, I do listen. I don't mind listening to her stuff to hear what she's saying. Sometimes I like it, and sometimes I think, oh my God, what a train wreck. But her shows are not visually oriented, a lot like mine aren't always, often. They're more podcasts. And so, I can miss looking at the ghost radar for a while, But anyways, I start listening to a thing she does where she's talking about Bell Gab, and she's looking for something, I'm not sure what. She gets to a post of mine where I think I was talking about how George Senda also did a lot of those civil action lawsuits. He was known for that. I'm like, that seems strange. Hashtag girl Senda, some little joke like that. Senda does these right after someone posted about her looking at all these class action lawsuits. I'm like, okay. I realized that's, because I looked at the phone to see where she was scrolling through. But I don't watch it. And I didn't miss anything because I did watch it again later. But I hear her say, oh, Rally Squirrel. Well, that's Howie Catton. She says my real name, which I've told her, so that's how she knows it. We were never friends, but I never disliked her until a certain incident, which I'm not going to get into. I don't think it needs to be rehashed. But she says that I went on this thread about her channel to get the heat, to join in with everybody, to get the heat off of myself, to take me off the skewer, which is an out-and-out lie designed to make me look bad. And I'm going to explain some history and show you visually the truth. I made a couple videos on YouTube late March, because here it is, April 1st. They're getting posted in my general musings thread. Now, in the Falke thread, Briggs said, can I create you a general musings thread? And I said, please don't. Those never go well. So she did it. And I said, you bitch, why'd you do that? I said, please don't. And I didn't say much more over there than that. So here we'll just take a look at actual timeline history. The General Musings of Rally Squirrel, it's called. And here she is. She posts Rally's first video. Shows George. Shows us a park. And probably was about... Well, I took it down. But we just see... she just writes nothing or inane things about them. Now, that does annoy me. If you're gonna... and these were my early videos. And people like... But, I don't think that was my first video after telling her, please don't do that. That's my first response. Okay. But, and then I asked, and I've explained, I have saltier language on BellGab than you'll hear other places because it just, in text, I think, I don't know why. I get pretty raw. What is the point of this GD'd useless thread? If all you're doing is reposting videos with no commentary, then you're showing all the creativity of two other posters who are very uncreative. At least say something good or bad about it for blank's sake. No one can even tell if you watch them. That's just more foul language. Then this person, Deviant Aristocat, he decides, because this is, like I said, I don't want the publicity, whatever. Posts in, what's up with those monkey hands, brah? In response to one where you can see my hands. Thinking he's clever, and I just answered, well, thank you for watching. And he said, why did I delete my comment? It's not his fault. I'm like, what the hell is this guy talking about? There it is, I left it. And then I look and I see I'm still very new to YouTube. I'm running, not new to the workings and knowing how people are on it, but new to the inner workings of a channel. And I see there's a held for review comment section. And he posts the comment, and it is Howie Cat, I discovered you at, and then he gives the website address of this site, bellgab.com. And I said, you put a website in your comment, so it got held. So I didn't hold it. YouTube did. And I didn't even know how to fix it at the time. Not that I would have. I'm like, if YouTube doesn't want to put it up there, and I think it's a dumb comment, no, it's not going to stay. I've actually not deleted but one or two comments ever. And they were just people who were coming on the station, on my channel, telling people to please go to their channel, which I found a little rude. Other than that, I have left every insult up. So, curious, and I said, that comment was marked as likely spam by YouTube, so don't be a drama queen. And something foul. I'm terrible. So this was the start of me, in quotes, getting roasted. Around April 13th, around April 15th, they start a fan site, and it is a fan site for Aaron. And I will show you. And I didn't mean to say a name, but just go to the beginning, and it's, huge fan, congratulations. And around the same time, on the 15th, I made a video addressed to her. She was looking for work, and I found at the time I was doing some, I didn't have a lot of shows, and internet sales were down. So I found out about Postmates and stuff. And you could actually, I was making okay money. I mean, not a lot, but I'd come home, I'd carry my phone with me and I could watch my email. And if I got orders on my websites, come home and do my orders, because that's where my real money is. There was no shows in April because it's still kind of winter here. March is when anything was starting. So I was delivering food in my spare time. And it would make me not a lot of money, but enough to tide me over until, I could go do these shows like the gun show this weekend, where I can make a lot of money. And I was watching, if my sales got out of control, that was it. And so my whole video was telling her that she was talking about how she wants to be a freelancer. She's been a freelance writer. She wants to be a freelance writer, and she wanted to take a possible job at Build-A-Bear or something like that. My videos, here's some advice on that. Don't do it, because the problem is, if you are a freelancer like I am, which I consider that freelance, doing eBay and Amazon, because you do it when you have your time, but you have your assignment, you have to get it done by a certain time. Don't take those jobs, because they tie up your time. Take stuff you can do in your free time. And that was the gist of my whole video. Well, they came after me again on that, saying, how dare you make a video telling Erin how to be a successful YouTuber when she's already a successful YouTuber. I'm like, whatever. I didn't even address it. It was so stupid. I'm like, that wasn't the point of the video. And I've actually pulled that video. Nothing to do with this. I was told by Erin that she found it condescending. So I said, fine. If it's condescending, I didn't mean it to be, but I'm not going to explain myself. I'll pull it. That's not my intention. I thought I was being helpful. My mistake. I won't do that. So anyhow, here we see her thread. It's an Erin F. Love Fest. They're posting her videos. Congratulations with her. Erin, hey, you're a superstar. And it is they were genuinely happy about her. And it gets down to a point where that degenerate stalker Rally Squirrel needs to control himself, and he needs to stop posting advice videos addressed her. So they brought me into this thread. And I still ignored that, because I didn't want any part of this thing. I was, I was not pro her. I wasn't against her. But they were just going on. And she then said she knew that there was a thread. And, they're talking more about me. Those were man-baby temper tantrums. And if you're going to post my videos, please give me a reason. I guess the language might have been man-baby. I'm not going to say what I said, but it was something go blank yourself with a blankety blank blank, things like that. Very strange and appalling. It was not strange behavior. I've been talking that way on this channel since day one. It's not, if someone made me mad, they're going to get foul language. If someone's happy, for some reason, that's how I write. So in here, thanks, flea markets are premium entertainment growth. Again, me. So they're still talking about me and praising Erin. This is actually an anti-Howie Cat Rally Squirrel thread, but whatever. You don't see me. You're not going to see me up until a video is made for Erin when she found out about this. And she said, please don't do this. And here was my first entrance into this on April 17th. Long after my thing was started. And here is, I guess, me joining in with them to take the heat off of me. This is what this was supposed to be, I guess. It says, I know you two like to post all of her videos because you claim you are fans. But why didn't you not post the video where she explicitly requests that you please do not post any of your videos here? You both watch everything she does, so I know you have seen it. And as super fans go, why do you ignore her request completely? It really does not seem like a thing that a fan would do at all. It just seems like a thing a pair of a-holes would do. And I thought that was, to me, that's true. And in it, now, there was some guy, and I backed off or whatever. In the video, she says, please don't post my videos. And then towards the end of the video, she says, whatever, you're going to do it, so just do it. And my response is, I don't think that's, they said that's permission. She was giving us permission. So that doesn't seem like permission. And you just please read through these yourselves. Still avoid her post. And then eventually gets posted. That's where everyone starts just watching. Erin says that she doesn't care. Well, she said, whatever. Do it. And I, at one point, said she gave all the, the victim just laying back and saying, just do it. Just don't hurt me. And I was clearly saying she doesn't want this, but whatever. I even say, we just disagree. Here it is. Realize what you're going to do, so just, I did not post it because clearly it's a preference. It did not get posted. And, okay. And then they're complaining. And supposedly now, I'm white knighting Erin. How this works, I don't get. If they are roasting her, and I'm telling them to stop, yes, I'm white knighting her. But if they're praising her, and I'm telling them they should stop, then I'm kind of I'm detractor. I'm going against her, right? If she wants it, and I'm telling them to stop doing it, I'm bad. So that made no sense to me whatsoever. And I explained that. That went over their head. And I'm also an incel, whatever. And then, I don't know. So they keep going on. And, I said, when it gets to me, there's, think for a minute, if Erin does not want, I explained that one. And a detractor, not a white knight. We'll skim down these, but this is what happens when you read from the beginning and see how things evolve. Not just pick something out, and cherry pick it. And, all these videos are deleted. Even the one where she has a blatant lie that gets, losing. If I lost, I don't care if someone left me as a subscriber. That doesn't upset me. The comment bothers me because it was a lie. It was based on a lie. And they're just posting with no, which is ridiculous. Well, eventually you don't see me again until someone says, I've heard, a rumor on the great, God, I should find that one. Oh, here was one I did say. I made a comment. This was right after she got a bunch of donations. I was just trying to, I may have said it in a semi-mean-spirited way, but I also explain it. I seem to recall someone else that would cry broke, then show off the cheap holiday junk they just bought. I just cannot remember who that is. Of course, it's Senda, but he would do that all the time. I'm broke. Then people would send him money, and then he would come home going, look at all this worthless, just crap that he bought at the dollar store. And then, here it is. Chef has asked me, odd rumor out there that you are pissed at this lady. If true, why? If not, please disregard. And said the rumors are false. We are friendly. At the time, we were friendly. Now, I've been asked by her, friend or foe. Neither. I don't see those things with people I don't know. We're friendly. But I do find it odd that right after thanking people for donations, she buys cheap junk. The optics are not good, and I hope she realizes it. And that's true. I didn't think the optics were good. And that's it. and I made a point to say, you're looking like Senda here. And that was the first time the comparison between her and Senda may have been made without being made. But there's a lot more that come up later when it's like, you're looking like Senda here, lady. And that's it. Briggs says she hopes that she used change that she got from the liquor store gift card to buy the cheap junk. And I explain that's no different than what Senda does with his fabled piles of money, where I didn't spend my donation on this. I spent it on this. Well, money's money, And if you're broke after spending it all, it doesn't matter. You know. And someone says, glad you admit defeat. I said, no defeat to admit. I still believe that she does not want this thread. You have a different opinion. No winner, no loser, just different thoughts. And that's true. Now, at no point here am I attacking her and joining in this love fest, not a hate thread, to get them off my back. And by this point, if you look at my thread, they've stopped posting because I came right out and said it again. If you're going to keep posting my videos, just say something about them. And other people said, yeah, I don't. And I guess it was too much for her to have to come up with an explanation in each video. And she didn't like the others either, which is fine. And I only wanted to... and she started posting my Senda ones, which is cool because those are relevant to the thread. And there was no roasting going on my thread. The fact that I didn't want it, because it's just gonna, people don't want, because I knew the stuff I was gonna be doing was flea markets and the gun show, and I was signing up for that stuff, and I'm like, they're not gonna want this stuff. Don't post this, but Senda stuff when I started doing that, sure, they want that, you can post that, but it was just, that was my take on it. So there was no roasting of me that I ever felt. And I did not jump onto this thread until an incident occurred in about May 15th or so, where I believe she falsely accused someone of some pretty serious things. And just like when she said, I have an email from Rally Squirrel saying this is what he did. That's not true. She has an email from Rally Squirrel saying, my name is blah, blah, blah. On BellGab, there is a thread about you. And I think it was starting to turn because of the incident at that time. And don't trust the people saying nice things. None of it was ever meant to be nice. It was all meant as an insult to me. That's how I took it. And that's what I said in the email. She lied about what was in that email. So she may say she has an email from me, but she's not going to be able to present an email that says that I joined this thread to get the heat off of me. That's not going to happen. She can certainly present a screenshot of a header of an email. But that's, not the same thing. And I saw when she was making her false accusations, she certainly presented screenshots of headlines. It's not the same as showing the body. And I'm telling you, you'll look at this from the beginning to today, you'll see the history, you'll see what happened. I'm not claiming that I'm a nice guy, I just don't like being lied about. That's all. And I'm not claiming I did not eventually join in when things happened that made me say this is not a good person anymore at all. When people don't falsely accuse other people. And that's really when the whole thread shifted too. She won't admit that that's when it shifted. But that's when the thread shifts. Please read it. You'll see for yourself. Okay. Well, I've said my piece. So, have a nice night, folks.